I get it. You're probably sick of the Monty updates, but here's another one. This weekend, finally got the compressor mounted. All ready to go. It's only got the one wire going to it, so I can say that's wired up. Radiator's back in. New transmission cooling lines. Got the rest of this wiring pretty much routed to where it needs to go eventually. All the hoses are routed. Heater hoses are hooked up. Put the alternator back on. I was going to get another one just because this one's ugly, but it works, so save a few bucks for now and just keep that one on. The other thing I did is I finished taking out the rest of the floor insulation. Found a little bit more rust back here, so that'll be a good little beginner's welding project for me. And to fix that one there too. Took out this liner that was between the two, the trunk and the passenger compartment. The other big thing, which I'm pretty excited about, is I got the floor shifter all mocked in. So that's going to be pretty cool. I love these horseshoe shifters. And there's a console that will fit in here too. I'll mock that in tomorrow. Or maybe later on today, I'm not sure. But that has to be, mocked in before I put the carpets and everything in and do all the sound deadening. Yeah, that is all ready to go. I got to get some new speakers for up here. I took the old one out. There was only one over here. This one was missing, so I have to get some speakers and wire all that in. Let's see. Yeah, so that was a pain in the ass getting that shifter in and getting it all hooked up. I still got to pull the column shifter out and do something with all the locking stuff inside the column. But this was a real pain in the ass. I still got some tools under here. But this is how that cable runs from the shifter, runs down here to the transmission, to that piece of linkage right there, and that's what shifts it all over. Yeah, you can see I got the headers back in too. Kind of wish I left them out while I was doing all this other stuff, but I didn't, so oh well. Yeah. So here's all the interior parts I've got removed, and I'll be working on getting some of that back together. I've got new fabric for the sail panels, which are, I don't know, around here somewhere. Oh, here they are. Oh, that's not them. Anyway, take my word for it. Oh, here they are. The new headliner came with all the material for these. So I'll recover these things. I don't know, I'll probably end up having to trace something out and make a new one because these things are kind of beat. I think they got wet at one time. I have the controls in for the new vintage air system. Right there, still trying to figure out what to do for a radio. But in the meantime, I'm going to order some small gauges and take these idiot lights out and run gauges to the back, and I'll see if I can find a tack to put in here. Those clocks never work anyway. One thing left to do on the vintage air system is I have to cut about that much off of the glove compartment to fit that condenser, but that's okay. Yeah, so that's about it. Not much of an update, but believe me, it took a long time just to get those things done. I've been fighting with this shifter since about 8 o'clock this morning, and it's now about 1. So that gives you any idea. Yeah, this is a fun project, but it's a pain in the ass too. But I'm enjoying my time out here. The garage is great. The salamander in here. It was about 30 degrees in here this morning when I came out. I fired it up, let it run for about a half hour, and came out here and it was in the 60s in the garage. So it definitely works. I was really surprised. I figured I'd lose a lot of heat up there, and I probably did, but it definitely warmed the garage up nicely. Made it very comfortable to work in. So anyway, I'm going to enjoy a beer. We're going over to neighbors later for a bonfire and some Italian food, so that'll be fun. Take a little break from all this. Plus, I got a mess I got to clean up, so. All right, we'll catch you later.